Hello. Today we're gonna make an Easter basket. At the Dollar Tree they have 6 party cups for $1.25. So I'm taking one of these out, and that's what I'm gonna use to make my Easter basket with. Okay, you can use it as a little Easter basket, or you can use it as a, something on your desk. That's probably what I'm going to use mine for. So it's a pretty little container. So, but what you want to do is you want to take your scissors, and first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut right into it, because I actually want to cut I think I might leave that on. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut straight down to the bottom, okay, and do that about 1/2 inch all the way around. So 1/2 inch wide. See how I'm doing that? About 1/2 inch, because we need to make this the bottom, the foundation of our weaving. They have all different colors of these cups too, but I thought this shiny iridescent would look gorgeous. Plus, I love shiny stuff. And you can do this with any size paper or plastic cup. You can do the same thing with plastic cups too. So if you don't have a paper cup like this, then, and you have like solo cups you can use, you can certainly use those. I'm almost there. Alrighty, almost. One more, yep, one more. Okay, there. Ta-da! So check it out, it's all cut out. Okay, so now I've got some 1/2 inch strips of paper, and I'm just going to start weaving them. And I measured from the one side all the way around, and it was, the longest one is going to be about 11.5 inches. So you can use any piece of cardstock, just cut it long ways, or decorative papers, just cut it on the 12-inch length. Okay, alrighty, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start our weaving. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in and let it hang out over here, because that's okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead and start weaving in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay, so, and if it's easier, it looks like it's going to be easier to do it up at the top, and then we can push it down. And in the meantime, we'll go ahead and do this. Alrighty. And what I'm doing is I'm pulling this piece up and then pushing out the piece that I need to go up and over it. And this is a perfect thing to do to use up those ugly pieces of cardstock that you don't like. All right, now I'm going to have to, that's a double, so I'm going to have to cut down that one. All right, so let's trim this one. So that way I'll have one more piece to go behind. Okay, because I don't want them to be exactly lining up. All right, good, good, good. So now we can go ahead and we can push this all the way down to the bottom. Push, 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 push until you get it down to the bottom. There, that one's down there now. Now I can go backwards. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold this one forward here. I'm going to get some glue on the inside of this piece. Come on, little piece. I had it down there. Alright, so I'm going to come in here, and it is a little bit long, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take and I'm going to put some glue right in here at the bottom. So can you see where I put it? Yep, you can. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this down over it. All right, so then I'm going to press it way down, so that way it's on there, all the way down. Okay, then I can press the rest of this down. And I'd rather mess up the inside pieces than the outside. That's why I'm trying to press from the outside. All right, now give me this extra piece that's hanging out. All right. There. And that one's going to have to be cut off. All right, so let me cut this piece. The last piece, the first piece that I did, that way. That will not be in my way. All righty. By Jove, I think we've done it. Let me press it down a little bit more. Yep, and it's going down good. Perfect. All right, that looks pretty darn good. Woohoo. All righty, so now I just want to go ahead and that first one is glued, so now I'm going to pull this one out, bend this piece back, and I'm going to squirt some glue on that. There, and then I can go ahead and put that piece glued down now. Ta-da! Okay, so we've got piece number 1 done. Woohoo! Check it out. All right, let's do this pretty bright colored one. Alrighty, so then again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go under and over each one. And it doesn't matter where you start, as long as you end up in the same place for each row. It doesn't, and each row does not have to line up, is what I'm saying. You don't have to, so you don't have to start at the same point on each row. Just go ahead and pick one that you want to do. We are almost there. Almost home. Woohoo! Alrighty. This one was a shorter one than the others, but that's okay because it worked just fine for down here. Yep. Oh yeah. Alrighty. And this one needs to go out over this one. Okay. So this one, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take it. I'm going to pull on it a little bit because it needs to go right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little glue on here. Fold this down. And there. And then push it back a little because I don't want it to stick up and over that one. Okay. Alrighty. So here we go. Whoops. Uh-oh. I messed up on this one. Here, it'll be easier to fix it here, I guess. This needs to go over, under, over, under. Okay. Alrighty. See? Barbara makes boo-boos too. I do. I make a lot of boo-boos. And that's okay. And I don't edit them out. I never edit my videos. I just make them, and then however they come out, they come out. So I make them and put them up. So far, it's only messed me up one time. And that's okay. I don't mind. There, now let's get this all the way down again. All right. So let's get glue underneath there. There. Move down. Get that other piece in here. All right, make sure this is all moved down. Yep. It looks pretty darn good. I'm actually impressed. All righty. And it's funny, just by getting the second row done, it looks so nice. All right, let me get some more glue underneath here so we can glue this one down. There and there. Ta-da. All righty. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I do like the way that looks. That's where I just glued it right here. That's what needs to be moved down a little. Tuck that under. The paper tore on the inside a little bit, so I'm trying to hide it underneath there. Which, it worked. Yay me. And then while I'm on the outside here, I want to check and make sure it's down far enough. Good. All right, so now we're up to the next piece. All righty, so we're going to go ahead and put this behind like so. And then go ahead and wrap that around. I think we'll have just enough room for one more after this. Very good. I love to do weaving. I think it's so much fun. I used to weave baskets too for quite a few years. That was very rewarding. And I still have a couple of those baskets laying around the house with stuff in them. Yep, some toiletries are in one. And the other one are, I guess I'm using them for bathroom stuff. The other one has washcloths in it. All right, very good. So now we got to press this one down. There, down, 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 down. Down, down. That's funny. That just reminded me of down came the fairy godmother and she said, "Little bunny foo-foo, I don't want to see you scooping up those field mice and bopping them on their heads." Do you remember that? Singing Little Bunny Foo-Foo? Is that just a silly American song? Or if you're out of the States, have you ever heard of Little Bunny Foo-Foo hopping through the forest? Perhaps it started in your country rather than mine. That could be too. All right, this one's really hanging out here, so I'm going to trim this one down and then get some more glue behind there. There, that's better. Oh yes, much better. Okay, so now we can, now it's a lot of glue. Alrighty, so now we can glue this down. I'm going to glue this one under here first. There. And then I can do this one. Perfect. There we go. And then scoop that down a little bit more again. Make sure it's down. And make room for that last one to be woven in there. This is going to be awesome. And then we can make the decision, do we want to leave the bump on the top, this folded over edge, or do we want to cut it off and just make our own topper? We shall see. Okay, so the plain blue one is next. Alrighty. So, oh yeah, that's just perfect. Woohoo. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stick that right on there. Perfect. Get this behind there. Alrighty. There, and there, and there. So have you ever thought of weaving a cup before? Kind of makes it easier than having to start at the first first step of weaving. The first step of weaving the entire thing would be to cut out a circle and then put the side slats on so that we can weave them. So this is cut out that whole part, which is kind of nice. Because that can be kind of tough sometimes to get that part done. I've done this before with yarn. As a matter of fact, we did it back in Girl Scouts with yarn. That was so much fun. And we did hangers with yarn also. That was pretty cool. All right. That looks really good. Can I get that pulled over a little bit more? I just need a little tiny bit more. Oh, I did. Yes, I did. Tighten it, tighten it, tighten it. Okay, good. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, and that just has to go back behind there, and that does too. Perfect. Yeah. Awesome. Alrighty. Very good. So now I just have to glue this down. Yepper. Let's fold that over and get some glue on there. And fold that down. That's perfect. All right, so check it out. Isn't that pretty? I like that. That's pretty. All right, so now I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up and over. Anyways, so what I'm going to need is, instead of a 1/2 inch, I'm going to need a good 1 inch piece. So I think, will that go all the way around? Not unless I piece it, but that's okay. I'm going to piece it anyways, because I want that for on the top. I think that'll be pretty. Whoops, wrong cutter. Alrighty, I need this cutter. Yep, because I want this bright color to be on the top. So I just need to trim this off at 1 inch and then trim it off at 1 inch again. Ta-da! Awesome. Okay, then I can put this back. Alrighty, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to bend this over. That's going to be perfect size. And I don't want to bend it over hard. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get my skewer right there. There, because this is an actual bump. So I want to actually cover that. So in order to do that, then I need to bend this over the skewer like this. And then fold it in real close to the skewer. So see how I'm doing that? And it's curling over. Let me bring it up closer so you can see. So see, I've squished it down and then tried to fold this piece up a little, because that's what the outside of the cup looks like. So if I do it the same way, then that'll go on a lot easier. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and score this. Burnish it that way. Good, good, good. All right, so that one's done. And then I just need probably about maybe another 2 inches. Shouldn't be that much more, because it was only about, that's okay. I'm just going to go for it and just do, I'll do half of this. All right, come on. Come on, come on, come on. I'll do it about from here down. Yep, because I probably want to need another maybe inch or two. But I'm going to go up to about 3 more inches to make sure. Ooh, and it's a good thing I am, because I just tore that piece, which doesn't really matter, but I don't want a torn piece on my pretty little basket. I want a good piece on it. All right. Perfect. So let's go go ahead and burnish this one. Alrighty, very good. So now we can go ahead and we can put some glue on in here. You know what, it may be easier just to put the glue right on here. Let's put the glue on here. So I'm going to need it on the bump and then right under. So we'll do right under the bump first. Let's see where I'm squirting that glue right along the top there. And we're almost done. Yay! Alrighty. And then we can go ahead and put glue on the inside here along the top. Ta-da! Alrighty, we've got it done. So then you have to remember it folds over on this on the outside, so you want to do it that way. So this is going to go on this way. And I'm going to get my little clips out because I know I've got plenty of those. That's a good start. Alrighty. You've got to kind of fold it over, back over itself while you're doing this, meaning folding it this way because this is rounded. So to continue going around, then we're going to have to kind of pleat it. That's the word I'm looking for. We've got to kind of pleat it on the inside in order for it to fit. Alrighty, we are getting there. So I'm laying it over and then going back and pleating. Okay, going over and then go back and pleat it. That one's not going to work as well as the other ones. This kind. And these ones work the best. I knew I had more in there. I think I need to empty my desk drawer out and reorganize it again. It used to be organized. And a couple times a year, then I'll come in and dump it out and reorganize it because it gets to be like this and it's just out of hand crazy. And I don't like that. All right, so now we have, oh yeah, we don't need very much more. We need about this much more. So let's go ahead and take this one off. And that's looking pretty darn good. Okay, now let's get some more glue here. And some more glue here. Alrighty, and remembering to put this groove on the outside, and I want to make sure that I put glue on either end to make sure this is glued down good. Alrighty, then we'll put this right in the middle of there and fold it down and over. Perfect. All right, so now we want to put these on there again. See, these are the perfect clips to use because they're rounded also. So that way I can put it right on the top where it's rounded over. And that'll hold it on there in a rounded kind of way. There. Oh boy, that's so perfect. All right, let me see if I can find more of those ones. I know I've got more. There's another one. And Oops, I found another cluster. Yay! And even these would work too. Oh my heavens, they're all dumped out. And I've got empty plastic bags in here that I used to have them in. I guess I'm going to have to put these in a container. That's what I'm going to need. Maybe I'll use this container in my desk drawer. That might be a perfect idea. Aha. But as you can see, I'm going to put that right over on there, allowing the bump on this clip to help make it its shape the way I want it. There. That's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Haha. What would we do without our supplies, huh? All these fun little supplies that we get. I just ordered some sewing clips that are like this too, that are similar. Actually, they're more like the other one that I just put away, because they're not rounded like these. Oh, this is working good. And then going back around and redoing them, because then the little folded over edge in between is getting pressed down now. That is awesome. Yep, we're so getting there. There, now I can start moving these ones over even closer. And I'm going to have room to put another one in just a minute. That's nice. Wowza kabowza. Check that out. Woohoo. That's awesome. All right, and one more. We'll fit on there like so. Ta-da! There. It looks like a crown. There, so we're going to let that sit for a minute, and I'm going to put these away. Now, if you want to make a handle for it, then all you need is, you're going to need a piece of cardboard, and I will show you that. Any kind of cardboard from cereal box or whatever. Here's a spanakopita. Haha, that's probably how it's said. All right, but you're going to need a piece, and you could actually use this piece right here. Would probably be the perfect size. So if we just go ahead and tear this off, then I think this will be perfect. I can tear this off without ripping it. And there we go. Alrighty, so that will be perfect, because I'm going to go ahead and break these off on the end, because then what you want to do is you want to kind of curl it. Whoops. And you want to see how big or how wide you want the handle. Okay, this just kind of breaks down the fibers in it, so it does curl over. That's actually really cute size, but I think I want it half as thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and score this right in the middle, because then we can fold it over and it'll be really sturdy then. All right, so let's do that. Oh wow, it's like 1 1/8 inches. That's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to go ahead and score this all the way down. And I'm really pressing on it because it is cardboard. All right, good. Ta-da! Alrighty, then we can fold this over. Perfect. Okay, a little bit at a time. A little bit more. Because you just want to bend those fibers. You don't want to break them. Because if you bend it too fast, then you get the little breaks and you can see them. All right, so then you can go ahead and you can put the glue in here. And then we can use other clips. Clips of any kind. righty. So I think I'm going to put this one right in the middle. There. And then this one in the middle here. And this one in the middle over here. To make sure they're all down really good. Alrighty. And then this one in the middle here. And this one in the middle here. And this one on the end. And this one on the end. There. So now, while we're letting that dry, we're also going to go ahead and maneuver it this way. We're going to round it off again. And again, because we just want to bend it. We don't want to break the membranes. We just want to flex them. Those fibers, not membranes, the fibers that are in there. Alrighty, it feels like it's adhering itself together already. That's good. Alrighty, is that still good? Yep, it is. That's looking pretty good to me. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I want to trim this little piece off. Actually, I don't even have to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave it. Because now what you want to do is you want to take your paper and cover it, your decorative paper. And then we can place it on the basket. And by putting it on the basket, you just got to glue it down. Just glue it on either side. And then I would take another piece of paper and fold it over so it's doubled. And then glue it down like this. So that way it's got a little handle on there. That would be pretty. So, and in order to cover this, then you're going to need probably a 2-inch piece of paper, because you're going to want to put this on here and then roll it over. So, and actually what I would do is stick it in here. Why not? I don't want to waste the paper though, but stick it on in the middle and then go ahead and fold it over couple times and just keep rolling this over, folding this over until you get to the end, and then go ahead and glue it down. And tape would work better, the double-sided tape. And then to put it onto the basket, you're just going to put double stick tape underneath on either side or glue, and then just put it on and put clips on it until it's all the way dry, and then you can fold the piece over like this. You'll need 2 pieces to make kind of a little bracket thing to go over. So, because this would be here, and you want it to go over like this. And you can do that on the inside of the basket, which I would probably do so you don't see it. Or you can do it on the outside, and then you could put little gems on either side. That would be pretty. But I think I would put it on the inside like that. Alrighty, so there you go, my friends. That's how you make a paper cup Easter basket. And let's remove these now. That is glued on there perfect, and it's curled over perfect. I like it. Awesome. I'm just checking to make sure it's down all the way. And any of those little pleats, I'm going ahead and squishing them down. Perfect. And I like that to wrap the rim too, because then that strengthens it again. Because otherwise it would have been very easy to pull apart. So what do you think of that? Isn't that pretty? Then you can add embellishments on. If mine goes, it's probably going to go inside this drawer. I think that's a good idea because that's probably the perfect size. But if you're going to put it on your desk, then you want to decorate it. Put some flowers or something on the front of it. That would be really pretty. So, and I think these are going to go right in here because I need a container to put them in. And this is a prettified container. You like that word, prettified? I just made that up. Wonder if that's a real word, prettified. Prettified. Alrighty, so there you go, my friends. That's how you make a paper cup or a plastic cup Easter basket. Okay? You can also do it with the paper bowls also and make a big wide one. So it'll just be flatter. Alright, so I hope you like this idea and you'll give it a try. And until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.